To humiliate the true daughter just returned to the family, the adopted daughter purposely gave her a $10 necklace and falsely claimed it was a top designer's work. However, when the girl saw it, she didn't get angry. Instead, she called the top designer immediately. She asked if they had ever designed such a necklace. The adopted daughter instinctively tried to hide the necklace, but the girl grabbed her and pulled her over. After seeing the necklace, the designer on the phone immediately cursed at the adopted daughter, saying anyone can now pretend to use his name to cheat people. He was sending a lawyer to claim a $5 million defamation fee. This money was his gift to the girl. Both the mother and brother were stunned, because meeting the top designer was nearly impossible for most people, but the girl called him a sister. Everyone was shocked by the girl's background. She was actually the true daughter lost from the family. At 6, her mother discarded her because of her low intelligence and sent her to the countryside. Then, her mother quickly adopted a daughter. She thought she could hide this for years, but grandma never stopped looking for her. After 20 years of effort, the old lady finally found the girl's whereabouts. She immediately sent the eldest son to bring her back. The eldest son waited for 2 hours outside, but the girl was busy gardening and showed no intention of leaving. He mocked her as a country bumpkin. If not for grandma, he wouldn't acknowledge such an uneducated girl. The girl slapped him without a word, then kicked him out the door. Seeing her about to strike again, her adopted mother quickly stopped her, saying the girl had grown up and it was time to sever ties with the family. The girl quickly packed and went to the door. The eldest son was shocked, because she was wearing a custom piece from the top designer. There was only one in the world. He had tried everything to buy it for the adopted daughter but couldn't. Now it was on the girl. She ignored him and jumped onto a motorcycle. He rushed to order her off, saying it was a limited edition and he couldn't afford the damage. But the girl just smirked and sped off. Her brother realized that this $50 million motorcycle also belonged to the girl. 2 hours later, the siblings arrived at the house. Meanwhile, the mother and adopted daughter had been waiting. To put the girl in her place, the adopted daughter ordered the servants to mock the girl as someone not worthy of attention, saying she couldn't compare to the pampered young lady. The mother warned the girl to understand her place, saying if she behaved, she might get a meal. When the girl didn't speak, the adopted daughter thought she had intimidated her, so she gave her a $10 necklace as a greeting gift. This led to the earlier scene. After hearing the top designer's demand for $5 million, the mother panicked. She ordered the girl to stop the lawsuit, or she'd be kicked out. But before she finished speaking, a voice interrupted. It was grandma and the third son. Seeing them after so many years, the girl's heart ached. They were the only ones who treated her well. If not for their efforts, she would have been forgotten by the whole family. To welcome her back, the third son gave her a $100,000 necklace. Though not as good as the top designer's, it was still far better than the $10 necklace. He then showed a photo of the adopted daughter haggling at a street market. When the adopted daughter's secret was exposed, the mother stood up to defend her, saying she only meant well. The girl had grown up in the countryside. What if she lost a real necklace? The third son was furious. The day after the girl went missing, the mother brought home the fake adopted daughter, and had always been willing to please her. He couldn't understand why his mother ignored her own daughter, and favored this mysterious adopted one. The mother was about to scold the third son, but a lawyer arrived with a claim letter. Only then did everyone realize the girl was telling the truth. The top designer really wanted $5 million from the adopted daughter. The mother immediately ordered the girl to clear things up, or she would cut ties with her. But the girl slapped the adopted daughter without hesitation. She told her to pay up or she'd send her to jail. Seeing the girl's cold expression, the mother reluctantly gave her $5 million. The girl immediately donated it to charity. Watching her furious mother, the girl smirked, because this was just the beginning of her revenge. She was going to repay everything her mother did to her with interest. To celebrate her return, grandma threw a welcome banquet. During dinner, grandma mentioned the family's planned marriage with the richest family. This was arranged 20 years ago. Now that the girl was back, the adopted daughter should give up her place. The mother and adopted daughter were furious, but before they could react, the girl spoke up. Without hesitation, she rejected the marriage. Since the adopted daughter wanted to marry into the richest family, she'd let them have it. Tomorrow, they would have their engagement party. Grandma thought the girl didn't know the prince's identity, so she planned to persuade her. But to her surprise, the girl stood up and left without eating. The mother worried the girl would regret it and rushed to have the engagement party with the rich family the next day. Before the party, the elder brother warned the girl not to dream, saying when the prince arrived, she'd better stay in the corner, otherwise, she'd be in trouble. But after 2 hours, the prince still hadn't appeared. Grandma, frustrated, reluctantly acknowledged the adopted daughter as the granddaughter-in-law. But just as she was about to announce it, the prince kicked open the door and entered. As the adopted daughter prepared to greet her fiancé, the prince walked straight through the crowd to the girl and asked her why she broke up with him. Everyone was stunned.